Guys, Michael Edward with True Trading Group, December 27th. And with this video, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of understanding the relationship between the time of day and volume. Okay, it is very important to pay attention to whenever a stock breaks the high of the day. You should always pay attention to how the stock reacts when it breaks that high, but also you need to understand the time of day that the stock is giving you that break of the high and what it should be doing. All right, let me get to this example in TESS, a trade that I made today. Still turned out to be a profitable trade, but a very small profit. Made 5% and then 1.5%. On the bulk of my position. So it really wasn't anything to write home about, guys, but it wasn't a loser. And it was the reason why the trade wasn't a loser was because I was able to recognize exactly what it is that I'm about to show you, which is the reason why I exited the trade early, okay, before the stock ended up failing. Let me get right to the chart, this TESS. You guys see here, just after 1 o'clock, around 1:15, the stock broke the high of the day right here. Okay, there it is, the stock breaking the high of the day. Okay, here was your previous high. All right here. And we broke that high on a little increase in volume. Great, cool. Let's draw that little line straight across that previous high. Okay, this one's not as clean, but you can see that previous high then started acting as an area of support. Okay, you then see a little downtrend resistance line form as the stock makes lower highs, bouncing off that support level. I got long right here at 22.40. Okay, when the stock broke above that downtrend resistance line, and I was looking for the stock to break above the high of the day, which at the time was $23. At 2:30, the stock gave me that break right there. Broke through the high of the day. Most people would say, wow, that's great. That's excellent. The stock just broke through the high of the day. This is a home run trade. It's 2:30. This is right when you want to see stocks breaking out. This stock's going to run. It's going to push all through power hour. I'm going to catch a home run trade. I didn't think that. I didn't feel like that. And what I'm about to explain to you is the reason why. I want you to look at the volume that came in when the stock broke the high of the day at 2:30. It's less than the volume that came in when the stock broke the high of the day at 1:12 p.m. That is a very bad sign. Typically, stocks will slow down in trading volume. Volume will lighten up during lunchtime from like 12 to 1:30. Okay, that's usually when things slow down and you'll see volume start to decrease. But usually come around 2 o'clock, volume starts to pick back up. So if you have a stock that breaks the high of the day at 2:30, it should have higher volume on the break than a break that you saw at 1:12 during lunchtime. Okay? 2:30 is when stocks should start picking up in volume anyway. Never mind when it's breaking through the high of the day. So a stock that is truly strong and has a lot of strength behind it, you'll see that volume start picking back up at 2:30 if the stock's going to make a run into the power hour and run into the close. You'll see that volume increase. So in the example of TESS, when I got long right here, I sold, guys, 23.46, and then I sold 22.73. Okay, those were my two sells. Okay, and the reason was this low volume. Okay, we have lighter volume on a 2:30 p.m. break of the high than we did on a 1:12 p.m. break of the high. That is a warning sign, guys. That is a bearish signal. That is a sell signal, and that is the reason why TESS did not continue and did not push to $24, $25, $26 into the close. It failed and pulled all the way back in lower than where I even bought it. If this stock was truly strong, okay, we can delete this previous high because that's no longer the high. This $23 was the high. When we got that break right here, you look for 23 to become support. And it was, briefly. Let me just move this out of the way. Okay, you can see after it broke through 23, for a few minutes, it held that 23 support. But then right here, it cracked. And that support was not able to hold because of the weak volume that came in on the break through the high. This weak volume was the clue that this $23 support was not going to hold. When a stock breaks the high of the day, you look for that previous high to start to act as support for the stock to then give you another leg higher. Okay, in this situation, it broke the high, held, and then cracked, and then sold off and kind of rolled itself back over into the close. And again, it's because of that low volume on the break. Okay, so if you have a stock that breaks the high of the day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and then breaks the high again at 2:30, make sure that break at 2:30 is on higher volume than the break that you saw at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, that's dead smack in the middle of lunchtime. That is when volume is supposed to be light. 2:30 is when volume is supposed to start picking up. So when you get that break at 2:30, look for the increase in volume. And that's the lesson I want you to take away from this TESS. That is the reason why this stock did not continue. That is the reason why I came on live in chat after I entered that position. I said, gang, I don't think this stock has enough legs to continue higher. That was really low volume when they break. I'm selling my position up here, or most of my position at that 23.46. And as soon as that $23 support cracked, I exited the trade. Okay, still profitable. I exited at 23.46 and 22.73. Okay, I was in at 22.40. Still profitable trade. It wasn't, it wasn't a loser. It wasn't a big winner. It was a little profit. Okay, but it could have turned into a loser. And the reason why I was able to walk away from this trade with profit instead of a loss is because of my understanding of the importance of volume and how it relates to breaks of the high during specific times of day. And that's what I want you to take away from this lesson on TESS. See you guys in chat tomorrow.